开始。
Good morning, everyone. We are going to talk about the Happy Valley Underground Stormwater Storage Scheme. This is our study case. We are using these cases to discuss our NEC benefits and the traditional contract and NEC can be filed. According to the DST, this project is cost around 678 million under ECC and ECS. NEC contract. This project is located at the Happy Valley One Chai, and the employer is the DSD, and the contractor will be the Chunmo Construction and Engineering Company, and the chief engineer will be of DSD will be the project manager. This project is commenced in 2012 and finished in 2018. For land-related challenge, regarding the Happy Valley projects, many land-related problems will be identified. For example, K and hard rock, under drain and cheese. For the hard rock, which is affecting the excavation, and under drain will be causing the water leakage due to safety problems, and the removal tree will be causing the damage to the land conditions.
Tight construction schedule is one of the challenge, and the advanced work was in 2011 and 2012. The construction of phase 1 and phase 2 were in 212 and to 218 respectively. Each task was in very tight duration to be completed. When there were weather or resources problems, the works would be shortened and the whole construction period will be extended. Due to the large project, there was different uncertainties. It will lengthen the critical time. When the time becomes longer, the project will be paved at extension time, which would increase the project cost.
For labor and material shortage, which is causing the project will be increased in cost and time delay. Because this shortage is caused by the new policy from the mainland China government and the Hong Kong government. Because the new environment policies, the cost of the sand material field will be closer, and and the sand supply is not enough for Hong Kong, and which causing the sand price is significantly increased. Also, the trainless workers and the heavy machine required is same as other larger size of civil project locally, which is causing the workers' demand is also significantly increased and do not have the stable supply for this project.
The inclement weather conditions are unpredictable, are affecting the progress of the works directly. Contractors, or clients also cannot predict the weather conditions, such as tropical cyclones, rainstorm, and so on. In 2018, Typhoon Mangkok has led to the water level rise over 2 meters and bring out extremely high winds and record-breaking storms such. Therefore, contractors, Chunmo and the Employer Drainage Service Departments of Hong Kong government has to consider those factors will defer the construction schedule and have to follow the standard of NEC to carry out the project.
Now we come to the discussion. Spirit of mutual trust and cooperation is the most important element to make the NEC workable. At the start of contract, Zhenhuo and DSD hold the knowing you workshop to promote the NEC partnering spirit. The spirit encourages and improves the trust and cooperation between both parties. Trust enhance the confidence between DSD and Zhenhuo to foster collaboration. Collaboration indicates the integration among both parties. The project team adopt one team, one goal, which shows the partnering spirit and the collaboration between both parties. They have the same objective and jointly overcome challenge found in the project. As a result, the scheme can achieve the best outcomes. With project aim certified, the project is completed about 1 year ahead of schedule, and the project team saved about 80 millions. Now we are going to discuss why this project adopt ECC. Option C. Option C is a target cost contract with activity schedule. Adopting option C is beneficial to Zhonghua if the scope of work is not fully defined at the tendering stage. The risk accepted by Zhonghua can be larger than adopting GCC. Option C increases the incentive of Zhonghua adopting cost-saving and efficient construction method. The total tendering cost of ECC only provides the target. Therefore, the financial risk can be shared by DSD and Zhonghua in a greater proportion. Zhonghua need not to bear all risk under ECC contract. Therefore, Zhonghua and DSD can align common interests and have fair risk sharing through the gain-pain share mechanism. The mechanism will be further explained by my teammate.
Pain-gain share mechanism is a mechanism for sharing the cost overruns and cost saving in a project. This mechanism can treat as an incentive to the contractor that's meet Zhonghua in our project to let them generate more innovative idea and cost-effective proposal in this project. There are three situations in this share mechanism between DSC and Zhonghua. First is the case one. If the actual cost is smaller than the target cost, the contractor and the client will share half of the share of the gain value. And the case two, if the actual cost is less than or equal to 110% of the target cost, DSC and Zhonghua will share half of the pain value equally. And case three is that if the actual cost is greater than 110% of the target cost, only Zhonghua will share all the pain value. In this Happy Valley project, Zhonghua came up with an alternative design for the tank foundation, and to achieve more gain and saving about 7 million Hong Kong dollar. And finally, this project can finish on time and within the budget. This pain-gain share mechanism can harmonize the common goal of different parties, that means the DSD and Zhonghua, to accelerate better performance in the long term, such as the cost and time management. Next is the
there are time risk and cost risk in the program. An updated program can let the whole process be cautious easily and provide better risk management. However, the unclear timeline which cause uncertainties procedure to workers and Zhonghua. For example, the ordering time and operation time of material of required resources should be stated clearly on the schedule. Otherwise, Zhonghua plans the schedule of works inefficiently. The longer time it delays, the more uncertainties of whole project will have. The risk will then be increased, so the ordering time and operation time should be standard in the program so that the time risk can be predicted. Each activities will be shown in the program. Each of it will have time risk allowance to provide more time to complete. If it is counted in exactly time, the time will be delayed easily. So the program in this scheme can provide a detailed time for avoiding the delayed time when the time risk allowance is counted in the program. On the other hand, the program can reduce the cost risk. The longer time the project is delays, the higher cost it will be. When there is delays, the extension time of will be cleaned. The cost risk will then be enhanced. Program can enhance less risk of the cost can also be lower. So the program can give effective project cost control in project.
Here is the briefing of the early warning. In this project, according to the engineer, that means the PM from DSD, he mentioned that 27 early warning notices have been issued at the end of the February in 2014, and 23 of them have been solved. And Junwo found that one of the early warnings is that the contractor Junwo found that the original design of the tank foundation will delay the project. So Junwo issued an early warning to the PM, and then they hold a risk reduction meeting to solve the problem. And after that, the contractor Junwo have proposed an alternative design for the tank foundation. And finally, both parties can save money and not causing any delay to this project.
For compensation event, which is under the ECC, and the compensation event is listed in the cost 60 per month. The Chunwo can be using cost 60 per month as one of the compensate through the cost 60 per month, and Chunwo are only enabled to regard the compensation as a change of standard revision library. The Chunwo can only handle the supporting information, including the evidence of hiring difficulties, unemployment rate, and the labor shortage statistic to the industry compensation event. Chunwo can consider the labor shortage as same as the material shortage because of the nature of event, and inform to the PM and proceed the compensation procedure for the compensation event. But the early warning should be made for better discussion if it can be foreseen.
For a weather issue, the contractor Chunwo can deal with the inclement weather through adopt the compensation event. Under NEC, the weather issue affecting the project progress converted to the compensation events. That means the contractor Chunwo can entitle money and time based on adverse weather conditions. As no one can predict the weather condition accurately, it should not be a fault made by Chunwo. They can take a reference to the principle of clause 6.1.15 in NEC. It identifies the NEC's mechanism for dealing with weather. In conclusions of compensation event, NEC is a fair tool that evaluates inclement weather conditions, labor and material shortage through an objective and measurable approach in order to balance the right and interests of the drainage service departments and Junwo.
Now, to conclude, the traditional contract aims to maximize the risk transfer. Therefore, NEC contract is promoted because of its flexibility provided by different contract options. It provides a collaborative management of risk. It is good for management because of the program, compensation events, and early warning. The Happy Value underground stormwater scheme can achieve the best result. Finally, thank you. We will now talk about the teamwork.
Some people say it is food cooperations rather than conflict that your greatest success will be derived. Cooperation is an essential ingredient in our life. It will modify the environment and give positive vibes when members work together. It improves overall workers' performance and organizational productivity. The strength and weakness of team members can enhance and complement each other. In my team members help each other to build confidence through discussion continuously. Our team have at least one member to take responsibility for bringing the positive energy.
Our group worked together to finish the project, and each of our group members has a great contribution in this project. Each of us has provided our responsibility, so the work has been distributed evenly. The work are done efficiently and cooperatively. Every group members find different references and articles to enrich the content. The user content have been discussed in detail for choosing whether to use the information or not. It has a good communication and collaboration in our team. So this is our